Hello and welcome to this review of Trader Joe's blended Scotch whiskey. Now, I bought this last year. It was 18 months ago, actually. So 17 months ago. But it was $10.99 then. I don't know what they sell it for now. It might be $11.99. This is an entire liter. Not your normal 750 milliliter. It's aged 3 years. It says Trader Joe's. There's no website listing, so you can't look it up. I just tried to check. It says, okay, there's what it looks like. Red label with gold trim, gold and white trim. It says, finely matured by our expert team of master craftsmen. Blended Scotch whiskey, blended and bottled for Trader Joe's. So at least they're telling you there. They don't claim to make it. Smooth and mellow, deluxe import, product of Scotland. Trader Joe's blended Scotch whiskey has been distilled in Scotland, the Kingdom of Scotland, using traditional methods, just the normal way they make Scotch, and matured in oak cask for 3 years. Bottled by Hamish Robertson and Company, Belshire, Lancashire, ML43A in Scotland. Some kind of address, highway number, I guess. 40% alcohol by volume. Now, it doesn't say it's made by Hamish Robertson and Company. It just say bottled by them. So that's just what they call independent bottler. Like Sazerac in the United States, they do a lot of Scotch whiskey, but they don't make any Scotch whiskey. They just have it bottled for them or bottle it themselves in Kentucky. Okay, bottled in Scotland, it says. So it's not bottled in Kentucky. Trader Joe's blended Scotch whiskey is a classic combination of fine Scotch whiskeys, whatever those are, aged 3 years, blended to our specifications. So I believe that a soft floral aroma and subtle vanilla notes lead to a clean, crisp, and mellow finish. Enjoy it straight. That's what's going to happen here. With water, no. Or a splash of soda, no. Or with mixers of ice, no. Imported by Latitude Wines, Danville, California. Yeah, they import a lot of stuff, Latitude Wines. Okay, so there's a code. I don't know, it doesn't make any sense to me. So can you get a decent blended Scotch whiskey for a liter of it? Not the regular, a liter for $10.99. Well, we're about to find out. I do believe it's made according to their specifications. What I mean is, I think Trader Joe's says, look, contractor, whoever they are, could be anybody. Like my friend David said, probably some big company, Chivas Brothers. You know, well, somebody like that. And that's really the best example because they do so many blended whiskeys. So not to mention single malts. So they're saying, look, here's the contract. We negotiate the price and all, and make it according to these specifications. They say, okay, no problem. They send them samples. Here's 5 samples. Which one do y'all prefer? Trader Joe's team says, oh, we like sample number 3. That's the best one. We think our customers are going to like that the best. Okay, they make it perfectly. Soft floral aroma. So it should have a flowery aroma like flowers and subtle vanilla notes. Okay, they don't say anything about smoke or peat. So they're going to probably use about 80% grain. This is a guess. About 80% grain whiskey, grain neutral spirits that are aged 3 years in oak. Corn liquor, in other words. Maize, if you live in Scotland. And it's probably about 20%, a mixture of, 20% is a mixture of different Scotch whiskey, can't get it right, single malt Scotch whiskeys. Could be Highland, Speyside, Isla, whatever they choose to blend together. So that's typical Scotch whiskey construction for the blends. Some people have a problem with that, like it's like a sin to have blended Scotch whiskey. It's not a sin. You can have single malt, all barley malt, fine, drink that. Or you can have a blend of corn, maize, and malt. In the United States, they do more than that. rye whiskey, wheat whiskey, corn whiskey, malt whiskey, even in Louisiana, rice whiskey. They blend it together, various percentages, and people seem to like it. So there you go. Now you say, what do they know? Right. All right, so I'm not taking the side of this, okay? I don't want to preface this like, oh, I'm going to bat for it, like I got to defend it. No. No. There's only one video review for it that I could find, and it was 7 years ago. I'm not going to bat for it. Maybe it's terrible. Maybe it's mediocre. Maybe it's good. I don't know. And for the price, $10.99 a liter, I don't really care. But, in fact, let me get the receipt and check it off, because I've been going through my... from that big purchase day, I've been going through and checking it off. It was right before the big JB inflation hit, so it was a great time to buy. TJ Trader Joe's Blended Scotch Whiskey LT liter, $10.99. Okay, so check that off. So I've already reviewed the Espada Pequeña, the Little Swords Mezcal. That was $21.99. What a deal! It's really good too. Finlag and Isla Single Malt, $19.99, really good, also aged 6 years. Now I'm doing the blended right now. I did the Lismore Single Malt, $18.99. Well, it has an excellence in a way. It's kind of store brandy, you know, private label-ish. But it does have a little touch of peatiness, like compost pile, so it gives it an interesting character. I'd like to try their 15-year, their 18-year, and their 21-year, but I haven't seen those around. All right, and then I did the Simpler Times Lager 12-pack. Was $6.99, now it's $8.99. $6.99, I'm on that all the time. $8.99, I'm not on that ever, honestly. So what's left? These single malts, 8-year, 10-year, double maturation sherry cask, rum cask, bourbon cask should be interesting. Probably the same stuff in different casks. Oh well, all the companies do that. I've got Rum of the Gods. That was $7.99. It's gone up to $8.99 since the inflation. $7.99. That's the gold. I got the white $7.99. Like I say, it's gone up to $8.99. I saw that this morning. Campo Azul Blanco, a liter of tequila, $13.99. And the Campo Azul Reposado, the little bit of age on it, $13.99 liter. And I've got the, oh, that's it. So yeah, ooh, I bought a lot that day, but it was a deal you could not pass up. I wasn't passing it up. I had the money and I spent it. Okay, but you know what I mean. I had the money. Like I didn't do something insane like, oh, well, I just won't pay electricity this month so I could buy whiskey. No, I had money, like literally left over from my paycheck, so I used it. Okay, and all of that I listed, and I didn't even list everything, was $1 cheaper than the single bottle of Johnnie Walker Blue Label that I bought at Savannah Discount. All that less than one single bottle of Johnnie Walker Blue Label. So I think you can easily figure out which was the better purchase. Okay, it's gold. I poured a lot because I have to do this review, and then I have to take a photo, and then I have to sit down and do the written review. So I need enough to work with. I'm not trying to, you say, oh, look at you. I see what you're trying to do. A, if I was trying to do that, I would just say it. And secondly, I'm not trying to do that. I'm just doing the review. Okay, so it looks normal. Like, well, I say Clan McGregor, but Clan McGregor has a little green color to it. Like literally it's kind of greenish, which is odd, but it's a good product. I'm trying to think what it reminds me of. Not another common one. Another common one we get is the 100 Pipers. Sir Malcolm used to be around. It's kind of faded away, Sir Malcolm. There's still a few people buying it, but I don't really see it too much anymore, Sir Malcolm. Old brand. I'm trying to think of that one. The company that owns it is from Thailand. Oh yeah, Green Plaid Scotch. I got a liter of that for $11.99. Yeah, that's pretty good. The Inverhouse Green Plaid. I don't have too much of that left. Found that at one store, Dorgnac's. And they don't carry it anymore. It's just one of those things they had it for a few years, and I saw it, so I bought it. Okay. None of what I named are the popular blended scotches around here. Around here, the popular blended scotches are obviously Johnny Walker, whatever color. Ballantine's has a little bit of a following, yes. Monkey Shoulder, you see Famous Grouse everywhere. Chivas Regal, of course. What's that one that's real popular? Buchanan's. That's probably the best of all that I just listed. Buchanan's 12-year deluxe. Oh yeah. Whew. Yes. Okay, let's go with it. Let's go. Let's go. Now the score on distiller.com is not good. It's like a D. You know, like you could drink it, but it's not good. But only 7 check-ins, so you have to think about that. I'm getting alcohol burn, like you know, like blended, whatever, could be anything, but ethanol. But there is some malt in the nose, like the white bread dough. Oh, damn. It's spilly. Let's go with the taste. Cheers. Wasn't really looking to waste it. Oh yeah, come on. It's not like they're saying, I was kind of like peeking at a review talking about shoe polish or nail polish remover. I've never had those. No, I mean, okay, you say, I gotta have that smoke. I gotta have that peat. Well, you better not buy this because you ain't gonna have either one. Forget that. But let's say you like the nuttiness. Like, I like pecan or walnut or even almond, but I think that's a stretch. Yeah, this has a nuttiness. Now you're talking about vanilla. I think I read that. I can see that. There's no flavoring added. Okay, could be coloring added, caramel color. It's very mild. So if you say, oh, it's got to be intense, it's got to be overt, it's got to be out there, outlandish. I mean, you're not going to buy a liter of blended Scotch for $10.99 and think it's going to be those things, because you know as well as I do, it's not going to be any of those things. It's going to be mellow, mild, mass appeal. You say, well, mass appeal, that means kind of bland. Yeah, that's what it means. Really, because look at our Chivas Regal 12-year. It's one of the top selling scotches in the world. It is dull. No off flavors, no off aromas, no way. You could tell they're pinpoint on their quality assurance. But it's kind of bland. Like, this not a whole, to me, I'm saying, well, I paid $32. I'm glad that's all I paid, because I wasn't getting any excitement out of it. Now, that 13-year, that Chivas Regal Extra 13-year age, with all the soccer promotions, football, it might be better. I don't know. I thought the Chivas Regal Mitsunara Oak, Japanese oak, was dynamite. So, well, you just try them, you know. Yeah, I'm trying to, I'm stalling. You can tell when I start rambling, it's not because he's out there, he's rambling. No, it's really because I'm stalling, I'm trying to think, like, let me talk about these things while I'm trying to pick up some more flavors. But I'm not actually picking up any more flavors. Get the water, because they're going to bring it down to 40% alcohol with water, tap water. And you get the nuttiness, but no smoke, no peat, but it's clean. So if you're not into those things, and a lot of people aren't, they find it's, like really unpleasant. This could work. I think it's a great deal. I think it's a great value. For you to say, if somebody says this is garbage, it's garbage, I would never buy it. Well, you never had it. You never even tried it. I would think it is good. I know it's good. Hunter Pipers, that's smokier. Yes, certainly. I'm just thinking of things that are similar in price. Hunter Pipers, Sir Malcolm. Sir Malcolm's a little peatier. Well, if it had any peat, it would be peatier because this has none. Clan MacGregor, it has the peat and the smoke at minimal levels, but they're there. Yeah, it's right in the mix. Now, I can see where you say, I don't really like to buy a private label because it just looks, it's like I'm buying great value whiskey or a thrifty made beer, or it's store brand. I see that. I feel the same way. It's like I could have bought some Del Monte canned corn, but I bought the Food Club canned corn. Even though they taste exactly the same and they probably come from the same facility, mentally I feel like the Del Monte tastes better, even though my mind knows in reality it tastes the same. And I think that's like a psychological blockage that we face. And I'm not here to, like I said at the beginning, I'm not here to trumpet private label because some of them are not that good. Most are. Now, in 1978, most were not. You remember those days of the generic brand. My mother was right on that. Like, as soon as those things came out, she would buy all of those yellow with the black print or white with black print. And we were like, these cornflakes are terrible. And she's like, it's exactly the same. We were like, no, we're not convinced. But over the years, it improved. It even made beer, remember? Beer. Just B-E-E-R, white label or yellow with the black print. That was made by Falstaff. Oh, what we got around here was made by Falstaff in New Orleans, but they saw that was really aesthetically unappealing, so they, these companies went to names, with kind of nice designs, but still you could tell it was like a private label. I think they did a good job with these, though. They're kind of nice looking. They are nice looking. All right, enough's enough. It's okay to me. I really do like the nutty flavor, and I would recommend this. If you go to Trader Joe's today, and I think most states don't sell liquor at Trader Joe's, but in Louisiana, it's all everything on the table, so they do it. They have the Trader Joe's bourbon whiskey. There's a Tennessee whiskey. There's a French brandy, which I wasn't too thrilled with that one. It did have some kind of funky flavors. It was cheap though. But and they have the rum and the tequila and the mezcal that I just mentioned, and a lot of other stuff. So yeah, check it out. I mean, you're not putting down too much yayo to get the products, so why not? What the heck? So yeah, but just based on its own merits, not considering the price, it is a good, not great, a good blended Scotch whiskey. And I think an 87 out of 100 is fair. It's good. It's good. It's not great. How's it going to do in the blended Scotch whiskey taste challenges? Actually, I think it's going to do better than average. I think it's going to win most of the challenges, and I think I will be able to tell it apart, but of course we know how that works. Time will tell. You don't know until you do it, but that's my theory, is that it's going to do very well. So I'm quite glad I was glad I bought it regardless. I mean, no matter how it would have tasted, I was glad I bought it. But now I'm quite glad that I bought it. And so, oh yeah, obviously it's a one-time purchase for me, but if you ever see it, I would say get it. What about these single malts? I don't know. They might be shabby. We'll see. But what can we say? Time will tell. All right, so Les Le Bon Temps Relais, a good blended Scotch whiskey for a great price. And I'm going to end this review by saying y'all go to Trader Joe's, if they sell liquor in your area, and get some Scotch whiskey.